So this is day 43 of the 0 to 100k dropshipping challenge, and we've been getting all these sales. So you guys can see it's been non-stop scrolling, back-to-back sales. We've been killing it since the start of March. If you're new to the channel, this is basically a challenge that I do where I take a store from 0 to 100k in sales, fully transparent. I show you how I find winning products, how to build a store, how to run the ads, and I do it myself, and I show you all the proof, everything fully transparent. If you didn't watch the first videos of the challenge, you'll find them in the 0 to 100k dropshipping challenge playlist. And I'm gonna jump into my computer now, show you the results for the day, results for the last few days, and I'll show you what we'll go over today. If you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see the latest updates about the challenge. I'll jump right into my computer now. So today, first of all, I'll go over the results, show you the results on the store. Then I'll show you how you can get high conversion rates and have a high converting team. Then I'll talk about why you can scale. These are all important things that I didn't talk about in my previous videos, and I wanted to go over this since I've been dealing with a lot of people, a lot of students now, and I can see the difference. By the way, guys, we just got another sale right now for 47 pounds. So you guys can know this is like fully transparent, okay? It's not edited, nothing. So then I'll talk about the setup, what's important about the setup. Then we'll go over the ad testing strategy. I'll show you how to test the products. Then we'll go into my own ads manager and show you the results, how much I spent on ads and all this stuff. Then I'm going to show you some of the products that sold. Okay, so when it comes to the results, first of all, these are the results for today. I'll do a refresh because we just got another sale. So it should be 646, and there's another sale that just came in. It's not registered here. Okay, so that's going to be around 700 pounds for the day. We still have around 2 hours 30 for the day, and since the start of March we did a total of 23,240 pounds. Okay, so in total that's around $30,000, maybe a little more than $30,000. Okay, so this is when it comes to the results. And yesterday we ended up finishing the day at around 900 pounds, which is around $1,200. Okay, so this is when it comes to the results. You guys can see the conversion rate, it's pretty high. And I want to talk about how you guys can get high conversion rates. Okay, so first thing you need to keep in mind is you need to monitor your Facebook ad. Okay, so you're creative, you need to monitor in the Meta Business Suite and make sure that you're not getting any troll comments or some stuff like that. Usually I get a lot of comments from people that bought from one of my competitors and actually had some issues with them. Okay, so they'll leave a comment on my ad thinking that that's the ad that they bought from, but that's absolutely wrong. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're monitoring the comments, either replying or deleting the troll comments. Okay, so second thing, you need to have a high converting store. Okay, so this is the store that I'm using, and I'll talk about why it's so important to use untapped teams. Okay, so teams that not a lot of other dropshippers are using, and that also looks good. Okay, because that's the most important part. So this is what the team looks like. You guys can see it, it's very modern, and it's also not too heavy on the eyes. The color is simple. Here we have some of my best products. We have a lot of social proof. We have the Trustpilot reviews, custom coded by some agency. And I'll go into one of their product pages, for example, and show you what it looks like. So you guys can see here, we have the product picture, we have the title, obviously, we have the reviews, Trustpilot reviews here as well. It's also very well optimized for mobile because a lot of sales come from Instagram mobile phones. We have the icons here, a little bit more FOMO here. We have the color, the image swatches. Then we have the quantity bundles, and we have the payment icons and a little bit more FOMO. Here we have the sizes, for example. Usually I'll just leave a link with the size chart. It looks better. And then we have the Trustpilot reviews here as well. Okay, so this is what the team looks like. Been getting crazy results with this team also. Some of my students have been killing it with the same team, and if you guys are interested in getting the exact same with all the custom code, just shoot me a DM on Instagram, Telegram, or Discord. Okay, make sure you go through the official channels because there's a lot of scammers using my name trying to sell you stuff, and they watch these videos as well. Okay, so watch out with that. And this team is not free, okay guys, so you're gonna have to pay for it, but you basically get your money back by running the first ads. Okay, and it's better than using one of these teams that costs like $400 and stuff like that. This one is way cheaper than what you're paying for the other teams, and you're absolutely like guaranteed results. Okay, as long as you're doing everything the right way. We're still getting sales, by the way, you guys can hear them. Okay, so let's move into the next step. Okay, so why you can't scale. So this is all important stuff that I'm going to talk about today, and this is all important. So number one is consistency. Okay, you need to sit in front of your computer every single day. Okay, you can't do this stuff for 3 days, give up for 1 week, come back, do it for 2 weeks, and then stop it for another 2 weeks. Okay, this stuff, once you start, you need to do it every single day. You need to be accountable and do the stuff every single day, testing products, finding new products, dealing with customers, making sure that you're improving everything about your strategy, okay, if you want to get results. Second thing is going to be overthinking, okay? A lot of people I see in the comments, people in my community, in the Discord channel, for example, you guys, by the way, you can join the Discord channel, it's completely free, and you also get access to this winning products sheet that you can see here, okay? And you get like over 100 products that I actually did the research for myself that you guys can test, okay? So that's like 100 plus winning products from competitors. So let's get back into what I was talking about overthinking. For example, I see a lot of people talking about sizes. How do I deal with sizes and stuff like that? Guys, you basically copying a competitor listing and a competitor product, and this competitor is spending, I don't know, like $10,000, $20,000 on a product. Well, you're just copying everything, okay? Same size chart. You go to the private agent. If you guys want to get access to private agents, there's also links in the description. It's completely free. You go to the private agent, tell him, get me the same product as these guys are advertising, okay? And this guy is dealing already with this stuff, okay? And he did the research for all these sizes and stuff like that. So just copy the listing and paste it there. If you're trying to go do the stuff yourself, we'll talk about it after that when we go over being people being overconfident, okay? You're going to burn yourself. You're going to go through too much thinking. Okay. So that's overthinking everything, every single part of the business. And that's going to waste your time, and your performance is going to be very poor. Okay. So overthinking, throw it to the trash. Okay. It's not important. You just do the stuff. You just follow strategy. You need to do it like a dumb person. Okay. Like a robot. Okay. You don't need to be smart to do this stuff. You just need to be a hard worker. You just need to be able to be consistent, okay? It's not the smart people that get the results, it's the people that are consistent, okay? And I've seen it over and over again. Being smart is an objective concept, okay? People that are smart, they just do the work, okay? So, too emotional. Why too emotional? There's basically a testing strategy. There's a scaling strategy, okay? People, they get emotional, they start getting sales, they start thinking that that's it, they made it, they start raising their ad budgets, and they throw everything in the bin, okay? Like all the testing strategy, the scaling strategy, they forget about it. They try to scale in 24 hours, they try to scale in like as soon as possible, they triple the budgets and all this stuff, okay? So this is the stuff that's gonna burn you, that's the emotional choices, okay? You need to think like a robot. You need to have zero emotions, okay? Same thing comes when you're dealing with payment processors. Same thing comes when you're dealing with customers, okay? If you're emotional, it's going to show, and it's going to show that you're not professional, okay? If you're professional, you need to put your emotions and your ego to the side. That's not important. That's not what's going to get you results. If you want to do it in your personal relationships with people, that's your choice, okay? My channel is not about personal relationships, but it's about business. Any business emotions don't matter at all, okay? So throw them out of the way and control your emotions, okay? Then we have budget momentum, okay? If you're trying to do this stuff with 500 bucks, even if you find the winner, you're trying to scale, you don't have enough budget, okay? Budget, I talked about this stuff a lot of time. You need at least $2,000 to run the ads, okay? If you don't have $2,000, it's better to go and save that money with some other strategy, or by doing like organic dropshipping or influencers and stuff like that before you invest into this. And 2K is on the low side, okay? So you need to have enough budget to keep the momentum going. If you start getting results, you need that budget available to actually keep the momentum going, okay? And keep testing products or scaling and stuff like that, okay? Last thing is people being overconfident and thinking that their gut feeling is everything, and then they're smarter than everybody else, and that they're the one that actually gonna figure out something new, okay? Guys, people have been doing e-commerce for years. I've been doing it for 7 years myself. I know all this stuff. I went over it. I spoke with a lot of people. I see how people think, how people work, because that's my passion. And you're not gonna figure out something new, okay? You're not gonna reinvent the wheel. You're not gonna find some insane strategy. You're not gonna basically find a shortcut, think that you're smarter than everybody else and get results faster, okay? Fastest way to get results. That's why you're going to see some beginners actually getting results super fast. It's because these people have this mindset that, okay, I'm going to sit back and I'm just going to follow the guidelines, okay? So this is what's important. Don't think that you're smarter than everybody else, and don't think that you can do this stuff in a different way and you're going to figure out something that doesn't exist. Okay, just follow the strategy, and as long as you do that, you should be able to get results. Okay, so now I want to talk about the setup. Okay, so these are all reasons why you can't scale. Okay, so make sure that you're following all these things and you don't identify to any of these points that I showed you here. Okay, super important, guys. So the setup. Number 4, let's go over it. So what's most important is to have healthy assets. What I mean by healthy assets, it means if you're running Facebook ads, you need to have a healthy profile, healthy business manager, healthy ad account, and healthy page. Okay, not a lot of people talk about the page, but it's super important. Okay, what I mean by healthy, it means that you never run into any issues running a business with these assets. Okay, so you've been running ads in the past, you had a lot of refunds, or you didn't deal with it, you were testing like a lot of scammy product, getting your ads rejected, getting your ad accounts blocked and stuff like that. It's over, guys. You should not use these assets to basically run your ads, running, for example, the dropshipping challenges or testing new products, okay? So these healthy assets you can get, okay? There are like providers for this stuff that you can buy them like brand new, and they are healthy, and make sure to use incognito. Okay, it's a private browser, and always log in using incognito so it doesn't basically merge with your IP address and stuff that has been flagged already by Facebook, because otherwise you might get like the worst results ever and you're not going to understand why it's not working for you. Okay, so healthy assets is super important. Agency accounts. So there are two things. There are consumables. Okay, you have your structure, and there are two things that you can change even if they get banned or if they get flagged. Okay, that's the pages and the ad accounts. Okay, so never use your own page, never use your own ad account, always buy them. Okay, so or rent them. Basically, you can get agency ad accounts from some providers, you can get old reinstated pages from providers, and those two you need to get every time you open a new brand or if you got banned or some stuff like that. Okay, super important, guys. And agency ad accounts, of course, they cost money, and there's like top-up fees and stuff like that, but it's worth it. Okay, it's better to pay agency to get you the account and actually get results than just be burning cash on ads, and you're not going to see this stuff right away. Okay, you're going to be spending, you're going to be getting sales, but you're not going to understand exactly why you're not getting enough sales and why you can't scale and why it's not profitable. Okay, so you're going to be wasting a ton of cash for doing this stuff. It's better from the get-go to just go invest into this stuff and make sure that everything is clean before you start doing it. Okay. Third thing, untapped team, super important. Okay, so everybody wants to have a nice looking store. It's obvious you're not going to get sales if you have like some weird store, some old theme or some stuff like that, but all the themes people are using are obvious. Okay, everybody's using like Impulse, Debutify. Actually, Debutify is not that bad. Okay, so Impulse, Shrine Pro, this type of themes. Okay, everybody in fashion dropshipping is using them. Debutify, by the way, is not bad. Okay, it's actually a good theme, and I'll try to talk about it in a future video. Okay, but for example, the theme that I'm using here, nobody else is using it. Never seen anyone talk about it, and the only people talking about this are people in my community. Okay, so what's important about having an untapped theme is that Facebook doesn't flag you right away as a dropshipper. Okay, if you're using, let's say, Impulse, for example, okay, which is a very famous theme for fashion, you're gonna get flagged right away. Okay, Facebook is gonna see it right away. They're gonna start treating you like dropshipper, put you in a box. They have history of all this stuff. Very strong AI in Facebook, and they can tell. Okay, so you're gonna basically be categorized as a dropshipper, and the results that you're gonna get are not gonna be as good as it should be. Okay, but if you're using a theme like the one I'm using here, I'm not going to say the name. Like I told you guys, if you're interested in getting it, make sure to shoot me a DM. I'm not going to be sharing it for a lot of people because of this main issue. Okay, I don't want everybody to be using this theme. So Facebook is not going to see, is going to see you like a brand new company, someone's legit, a theme that's actually been customized and stuff like that, so it doesn't really have a name, kind of, and they're going to get you the right results. Okay, so untapped theme is super important. Don't basically discard this. Okay, this is super important. Fourth thing is having the right products. Okay, if you think you're just bringing like some random products and testing them, not following a good product research strategy, because everything goes together. Okay, guys, like this whole setup is a strategy, and the strategy, everything goes together. If you're missing some part of the strategy, your results are going to be different. They're going to be poor. Okay, they might work for you if you're super lucky, but that's like, I don't know, like 3% or 5% of the time. Okay, so super important to have the right strategy and to follow just one strategy and do it religiously. Okay, so right products, super important. You need to have the right winning product, research strategy, and to follow it to the T, okay? And I told you guys, if you want the winning products, follow in my own strategy. You can find them in the Discord channel. It's completely free, okay? So now that we went over all this, hope you guys understand all this stuff. Now we're gonna go over the ad testing strategy, okay? So the ad testing strategy, the way we do it is we do a $30 CBO, okay? So that's campaign budget optimization, and we put one creative per ad set, okay? For targeting, I see people talking about targeting. Only type of targeting I do is men or women, so gender targeting. If it's a product for men, I target both genders, so men and women, okay? If I test a product for women, I only target women, okay? So from there, I'll look at the spending, $30 campaign budget optimization, so advantage campaign budget plus. $10 spent, I look at cost per click and add to carts, okay? So if the cost per click is over $1 plus I'm getting no add to cart, I stop the ad. If one of these conditions is not met, I will keep the ad running until $20, okay? So super important, guys. Don't look at anything else. Everything else does not matter. Don't look at your CTR, don't look at your CPM and all this stuff. It does not matter, guys, okay? From there, we go into $20 spend. We only look at the number of add to carts. At this point, that's the only metric we need to look at. If we have one add to cart, we keep the ad running. If we don't, we need to stop the ad, okay? So 0 add to cart, you stop it. At $30 spend, we look at the amount of sales, okay? So at $30, if I have one sale, I keep it running, or 2 sales. And if I don't have any sales, I stop the ad. Don't start looking at CPC, ATC, cost per add to cart and all this stuff if you already have a sale, okay? So it does not matter. So for example, if you get a sale at $10, you don't need to do all this stuff, okay? You just go straight to $60 budget, okay? So once you spend $60, so in 2 days, $30 per day, you look at the profitability, okay? So at this point, $60, you need to see if you're profitable or not. If you're profitable, you keep it running. If you're not profitable, you stop it. All the other metrics don't matter. Don't get overcut on the metrics and stuff like that. This is part of the overthinking and being too emotional, okay? So that's about it for the ad testing strategy. Now I'm going to jump into my ad manager and show you the results live. By the way, guys, if we do a refresh on the store right now, we're already at 750 pounds in sales, and that's in what? In like 15 minutes of the video, okay? So let's go over the ads and see the results for today. So this is the ad manager. So the results for today, 21st of March, you guys can see we spent a total of $329 on ads, and we're currently at 750 pounds in sale, which is around $1,000, okay? So that's a 3x return on ad spend. A lot of people asking me why you're not scaling faster and stuff like that. Guys, most important for me is the profits, okay? So I think about profits before I think about screenshot and showing you guys 3K days and stuff like that. You saw me do 3K days a few days ago, but the profitability wasn't as good as I thought. On that day, it was very good, but in the next coming days, I was doing like 2.5K in sales and stuff like that. Profitability wasn't as good as sometimes as low budgets, okay? So sometimes I'll be making like, I don't know, like 600 a day with a very low budget, okay? When I mean very low budget, that's 400, 500 bucks, okay? So I'd rather do it this way, get a lot of cash flow, and then I can play with the budgets, okay? That's something to keep in mind. So also the ads from the 1st to the 21st, we spent a total of $12,442 to do a little over $30,000 in sales, okay? So let's go back into the store. I'm gonna show you some of the products that sold, and let me talk just a little bit more about like scaling and stuff like that. For me, it does not matter. I can like basically like throw a lot of budget here. I have enough cash flow for my other businesses and just show you guys the screenshots, okay? And just get a lot of views. But that's not what I'm thinking about, okay? What's important for me is to run the real business, keep it real with you guys. And any business that I run it like I'm a beginner, like I started from scratch. The only advantage I have is that I have a lot of cash flow to back me up, okay? But what I do is when I run a business, I look at profitability and I try to make as much profit as possible from the business to keep the money of that business by itself, okay? So I don't have to pour money from my other businesses and scale it by itself. So that's what I try to do here. That's why I'm not scaling too fast. I'm trying to get as much profit as possible. If it's possible to get a lot of profit with these budgets, I'll keep it running for, I don't know, like 7 days, okay? And get as much money as possible, and then I can test a lot of products with that budget. I can basically try to scale this to the moon. I have enough cash flow to fulfill all the orders and all this stuff, okay? So this is something to keep in mind, guys, and don't believe everything you see online. When you see someone doing like 100K in sales in 1 week or 2 weeks, they're probably not profitable, okay? And if they have a lot of cash flow and they're basically selling you something, it doesn't matter to them, okay? They can even lose like, I don't know, like 5K or 6K if in the back end they can sell you a lot of stuff, okay? But for me, I try to keep this transparent and show you guys the real results and actually run a business the right way, okay? And get a lot of profits. So now I'm gonna go into the products that sold. But before I do that, I gotta do this disclaimer every single video. The way fashion dropshipping works is very random, okay? So the products that I'm gonna show you now, you should absolutely not copy. Why? Because you're not going to get results. A lot of people watching these videos, they don't care about this disclaimer. They try to get shortcuts, copy my products. So you have hundreds of people basically copying these products that I'm going to show you. The cost per advertisement is going to go super high. On top of that, I'm the one spending the most on these products. I'm the one scaling them to this day. So I have a history with Facebook, and they're going to treat you like basically trash. Okay. So this is something you guys got to keep in mind. Don't copy these products. Some product that works for me might not work for you. Something that works for you might not work for me. Something that another competitor is running might work for me, might not work for you, might work for you, might not work for me. And this goes over a lot of factors. It's your ad account, the amount of products that you're testing every day, your store, your page, your profile, all this stuff comes into play, guys, okay? What's important is to have a good testing strategy to be able to get these products, find them and test them. And if you guys want products, you don't need these products that I'm going to show you here. You can go into my Discord channel, check the link in the description. It's completely free and you get access to over 100 products that are as good as these ones I have here, okay? So, and I didn't have time to test all the products in that sheet, so you guys can do it. So some of the products that sold, I can show you this Alice casual office suit. It's a very good product, 32 pounds sale price. You can get it for around $15 if I'm not mistaken. It's around $15 to $17, okay, depending on which agent you're using. And it's a very good product. The cost per advertisement is not very high. And we've been getting crazy results with that, okay? Another good product is this Amy sweater with zipper, very good quality product. The profit margins are healthy as well. It costs around $11 at the private agents. And it sells good, okay? There's a lot of demand for this product and you're not gonna run into a lot of after sale issues, return and stuff like that, okay? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you're taking advantage of all this free value that I'm sharing here. If you want access to the team, make sure to shoot me a DM on Instagram, Telegram, or Discord, but make sure to go over the official channels. You find the links in the description and avoid the scammers. I'm never going to reach out to you first. So if anyone's reaching out to you first, probably a scammer. Like I said, if you want to get the winning product sheet, you'll find the link in the description to join the Discord channel. Hope you guys are crushing it with your e-commerce journey. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see the latest updates. And I'll see you guys in the next video.